Alright guys, what is going on? This is VenomsMad. Thank y'all so much for tuning in for another video. This one's going to be a Q&A, so I hope y'all guys enjoy. Make sure y'all smack that like button. And the first one I'm going to do really isn't a question. It says, ha ha ha, you can't even break a keyboard, WTF, ha ha ha. And yeah, you know what? I think he's right. I think he's completely right. I'm sorry guys, I didn't break a keyboard at all. Alright guys, and now it's time for the real questions. I'm going to be reading them off my monitor, so I hope it doesn't look too stupid. But Zombie Shark God asks, would you ever live alone on a desert island for 1 year for $1 million? And the answer to that is no. I'd go crazy on an island for a week alone. When I have downtime, I think too much in my head, and just being alone and without video games or without fast food or without just communication with others would just drive me crazy. I could not do that. I mean, the $1 million would be amazing, but I'd be crying after a week saying, please let me go home. Alright guys, and question number 2 comes from Wicked Gaming, and he asks, what is your favorite food to eat while you're playing games? And I don't really have a favorite food, but I might have a favorite drink that I drink non-stop when I play. That's the only way I can play. That caffeine helps me play. I usually play until midnight. And days that I do not have my Dr. Pepper, I only play until like 8 or 9. So I count that as a food. Dr. Pepper's life. Alright guys, an Angel of Death asked, adds up to 54 math. Next. Alright guys, and Ninja has 5 questions for me. His first one is, what is your best score you've ever gotten in Call of Duty? And I'd have to say my 52-0 game would probably be the best because it's infinite. The KD was infinite that game. So that game was amazing to me. My best score, I feel like. What is my favorite game of all time? Halo 3 is by far my favorite game. I love that. I played that in high school. I did LANs with my friends all the time. We had like 16 guys, and we'd have 2 teams, 8 people on each team. It was so much fun playing LANs with my friends back when I was in high school. That was so much fun to do. Who inspired you to do YouTube? I'd say my friends. My friends all loved my raging and were like, dude, you need to videotape yourself raging. And that kind of answers the 4th question as well. VenomsMad. All of my group of friends, we were named Venom H1, Venom H2, all the way to 6. And the H's started off as Halo because one of my friends was H3 because Halo 3 was our favorite. So Venom is from my friends that we were all used to be called Venom. And then Mad, that already answers itself. And then what is your favorite food? Taco Bell. Alright guys, and Eat Game Repeat has a lot of questions as well. If you could make any game, what game would you make? And that would be like an open world game. I love those games, and what I'd do with this game, it would be like apocalyptic type thing. Not from like zombies or anything like that, but like maybe an asteroid had hit and everyone's just trying to survive, and just something like that. And what company would I use? I wouldn't really use a company. I'd do Venom's. It would be Venom's company. And what I'd like to do is basically you'd have the world, and then every year it'd grow, so you'd never finish the campaign. You'd always have something to do eventually, even if you did beat it within like 3 weeks. Just keep on expanding the world further and further out. I think that'd be a crazy good game. It'd be a lot of fun to play, and I would love making a game. His second question is, what was your first game you played on? And that would be Pac-Man. My dad had a Nintendo, and I used to sit there in my underwear 4 years old and just play that thing until night. I was a loser. If I can find a picture, I'll put a picture up for y'all. And number 3, what games will you be playing in the future? Black Ops 3, definitely. And hopefully maybe some Forest, or I don't know. What do y'all want to see? Leave me some comments of what games y'all want to see. And let's see. What is my favorite TV show? The Walking Dead, definitely. It started in Atlanta, a really, really small show, and it just grew up so much bigger than what anyone expected it to be. So definitely The Walking Dead. The Gaming Buffalo asks, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? And I know this is gonna sound lame, because, you know, I'd probably say like the Bahamas or Florida or just someplace nice and beautiful, but I would be nowhere without my family, so I'd have to say still in Georgia, because that's where I grew up and most of my family's here, so I could not move away from my family. My family's my life, and but if I had to and I could move my whole family with me, probably the Bahamas. Wolfgang asks, would you ever slap your wife for $1,000,000? Or get shot in the foot and hands 5 times each? Well, I definitely would not get shot in the hands or foot 5 times each. Definitely not that. But my wife, yeah. And then I'd be like, here's the money, babe. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'd definitely slap my wife for $1,000,000. Definitely. I'd slap my wife 10 times. She'd forgive me, trust me. When I have $1,000,000, she would definitely forgive me. MTG asks, rate Ghost on a scale 1 to 10. Now, this one always will upset everyone. Not everyone, but most people. I'd have to say 9. Definitely 9 for me. Ghost was my second favorite COD, next to Modern Warfare 3. It just, for me, everything just worked out perfectly. The connection, you had no problem, or I had no problems with the connection. It was the best connecting game. I barely seldom lagged, so I'd definitely say 9. And the only one that beats it would be, I'd give a 10 to Modern Warfare 3. Kazur's 1001, and sorry if I don't pronounce that right, he asks, are you ready for kids, or do you have kids? And the answer to that is, no. No, I am not ready for kids yet. My wife always talks about it, but no. No kids for me. 5 years, maybe. Too Reckless asks, do you have any siblings? And I have 1 older sister and 1 younger brother. And I think that's kind of funny that Too Reckless would ask that, because oh, it's 2 brothers. And then his second question is, if you could have any crazy pet, what would it be? And definitely a tiger. I mean, if I had a tiger sitting here right next to me, you think anyone would try to rob me? You think anyone would try to mess with me? I'd just be like, yo, bro, I got a tiger, come at me. No one would mess with me. Kawalker asks, what's the most annoying kill streak? And that one's actually an easy one for me. I hate the system hack. That thing just repeating all over the time. Once someone gets one, I feel like they just keep on racking them up, and they mess with your screen, and they're so loud, and I just can't handle those. Real Chef asks, how much money have you spent in a year on Xbox stuff after your rage? Well, this year I've broken 6 controllers, so 6 times 7, and then 1 game, a monitor, so I can't do math that quick, like maybe 700, 800, I don't know. 200 for a monitor, 60 for a game, and then 60 for 6 controllers. Someone do the math. AV Sam asks, what is your favorite thing to do besides gaming? There's other stuff to do other than game? No, I'm just kidding, guys. I love playing basketball and going out on my friends' boats, and the pool just opened up, so definitely going down to the pool. That's a lot of fun to do. BB FIFA HD asks, what are your goals for 2015? And which I have answered this already, but I wanted to answer it again. I'm hoping to get to 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It is really high, and I'm not even 1/5 of the way there yet. I'm almost 1/5 of the way there, but I'm very far away from it. So it is a high goal, but if you don't set your goals high, you'll always cut yourself short. So I want to aim high, and hey, maybe we'll be able to do it, guys. Alright, guys, and Jelson asks, did you choose the beard life, or did it choose you? And I hate to say it chose me. At 15, my freshman year in high school, I had a full beard. My sister was tiny. She was like 5'3", and she was a senior. So we went to orientation, and all of her teachers thought I was the senior, and she was the freshman. So when we went to my freshman teachers, they were like, oh, saying hey to her. And then when we went to her senior classes, they were saying hey to me. It was hilarious. She hated it so much. Alright, guys, thank y'all so much for staying all the way till the end. It really does mean a lot to me. Let's try to get this video to 110 likes. And remember, guys, stay mad.